Today, I wanted to share the organization project that I did in my to be read pile of books a couple of days ago. So, I decided I wanted to go ahead and do this project for two reasons. One, because everything was getting like discombobulated in here, and it was kind of annoying me because I like everything to be really organized. And the fact that it was getting unorganized, I was like, we need to fix this. And the other reason why I wanted to do this was I was hoping that if I did it this way, I would have like a little bit more room or just like I was trying to prevent the books from getting damaged because as you can see that one book there it was bent, and in my opinion that is a no-no because there is a difference in my opinion between a book being very much loved and a book that was just accidentally damaged because it wasn't put into a to be read pile or a bookcase properly, in my personal opinion. No judgment when I say that, but I like to make sure that my books are very well kept. I like to make sure they look as nice as possible because that's just part of me. I'll just say it that way. It's just a part of me. Anyway, so I thought I was just going to go ahead and show some of the books that I have in my to be read pile here. Some of these books you're going to notice they are for kids, and I am not, ashamed to say that. And the reason why I'm bringing this up is I feel like when you are on the internet, there is a lot of judgment about what books people read. And when I came across a post a little while ago from someone who criticized adults for reading children's books. And while I was understanding what she was saying, I thought it was a little bit ridiculous because to me, if you're a person who is very picky about what you read, you don't want to read spice, all of that type of stuff, um, it is becoming harder and harder to find books that do not include that. And unfortunately, sometimes as an adult, you have to go to like the chapter books in the kids section because that's sometimes like where your safest bet is, I guess you could say. Because for me, I can say this from my point of view. Sometimes when we're at the bookstore, I am like Googling books that I assume are going to be clean based on the title or based on what the back says. But then when I Google it, it says it has this in it. And my mom will look at me and she'll be like, why don't we go to the kids section? Because you tend to have more luck finding no spice books in that kids section, which is true. But at the same time, you also have to be careful in that section now because there are things being put into those type of books also that don't need to be there. So I feel like it's just becoming a little bit harder. So if you just, in my personal opinion, I think there should be absolutely no judgment on the type of books that anyone read. My opinion, if you're an adult and you have to go to the kids section to find chapter books because you're having a hard time finding no spice books or things like that, there should be no judgment because in all honesty, if it makes you happy, it makes you happy. Read whatever makes you happy. I'll just say it that way. So, like I said at the beginning of this video, I don't necessarily know if I absolutely love how this project ended up turning out. I am actually very happy though that my books are now organized in a way that nothing is getting bent. That was very important to me. I also did take a couple of books out of the to be read piles because I was like, I'm not going to read these right now, so there's like no point in them being in this pile if I don't intend to read them at some point. Sometimes I just get a book just to put on my bookcase because it was something that I grew up with. Like I had a book about the Food Network person, Ina Gardner, and I thought I would read it, but I just ended up saying no, I'm not going to. But I kept that book in my bookcase because that was someone that my great grandmother absolutely loved to watch on Food Network. So that book was very special for that reason.